One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Baylor's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start... hold on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Now facing a third and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them.
And I really don't understand the play guard. Palmer, like third and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on third and long.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Ducks offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Caught over the middle. It's Riggs. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
He really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Oh, he got loose. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Leaves it with the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Oregon! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air. It's O'Neal. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Going the other way, and he's got room. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 8. Oh, you know he wanted that pick 6, but the offense is in business.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Watson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Watson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Snagged in the middle. It's Shaw. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Fung. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now the lead is down. 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a crease. It's Riggs. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Rolling right and going deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
I really like this guy running the option. I tell you, you go back to the mid-2000s in Eugene, there was a coaching change, and there was sort of this paradigm shift offensively, going more up-tempo, being more explosive, but also utilizing the quarterback's feet to hurt defenses. This guy would have fit into Oregon back then. He certainly fits into this offense right now. He is dangerous.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Here's a heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down. The Bears decide to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
It'll be third and long. Pulls and fired complete. Turning it on. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and throws out the RPO.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
Pass interference. Offense.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
The offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. Breaks into the open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Good timing on the quick out. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. They've got it, 1st and 10 at the 42. To the air on 1st down. The short hands, it's Collier. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. He'll need to put some leg in this one. A 52-yard attempt and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River. At McLean Stadium.
And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Sutter. At midfield, he's got room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking for space, it's Riggs. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more...
Oh, out of space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing this up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They are up by just one over TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. It's O'Neal. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down.
Here we go.
He's looking downfield to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Got the quick pass. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab at the 10. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He makes a grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not cooking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Floating away. Creates a little room. Got the first down. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Oregon!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here.
He lofts one down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown Bears! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Mississippi State was anything but dominant, but the Bulldogs are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Con. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 10.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Scanning the field, it's O'Neal. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab on the left side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Collier. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Bears want to pick up the tempo. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Catch in the middle, it's Collier. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Watson. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Baylor! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Well, the offense did their part. They're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on second. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He'll keep it himself. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
No gain on the play.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
Here we go.
Rides the back on the option to give.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Oregon, 52. Baylor, 35.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw. It's O'Neal. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He'll take a shot. Touchdown Bears! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And this receiver. On fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
The extra point here is good, but that just gives us a little window dressing as the score draws closer and the game is over. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the Oregon Ducks. Squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Ducks will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Oregon State's offense is on the field for the first time today. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start.
The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Jones wants to throw it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Beavers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's the punt, and he's done better. Not much on that one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Oregon's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll do it himself.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that something.
Looking for a gap. It's Riggs. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So they'll send out the field goal unit. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. And this one is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll line up for a second down play. It's a draw. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Grab behind the line. It's Green. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Beavers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. There he goes, open it up. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
Really nice job by the quarterback.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Beavers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Jones to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's got a chance. Got a 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
It's so difficult when you're running a pass play, but really it becomes a run because he can do that. The quarterback can scramble around. Receivers are running down the field. I got to cover him and run down the field. Now I got to come try to catch this guy who's flying downhill so fast. The angles don't work. He's too athletic. That's why you get a big gain.
And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Tries again to get it in. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! Great job by the back on the option. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jones wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Snags a quick pass on the left. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. That's caught. It's Smith. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Sticks it in his belly. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Jones to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chain. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
He'll field the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll take another shot here. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Quick completion on the out. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. The give to the fullback. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Gonna run it. It's Green.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. The give to the tailback. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Beavers will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 10 over Utah. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Jones wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's locked. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. To the air on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nice move to keep running. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Beavers are rolling down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score, Jesse, turning it on. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Offense a little backed up here. Boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one.
Return goes out of bounds.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. Right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being...
And he's still running after the move. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Letting them out of jail like that is a punch in the teeth to this defense. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 37. Give to the big fullback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the run, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Temple. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A little toss to the fullback there. Didn't get big yardage, but it does let the defense know they can't ignore it.
Dang right. It's a changeup. It's not going to be something I live with and do all the time and try to feature him out of the backfield, but if I can slip him the football every now and again and deter you from blitzing and assuming run when the fullback's always in the football.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive.
Down.
Give to the fullback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Temple. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10.
Banner.
The give to the fullback. Got the first down. Looking for more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
First and goal.
They'll go to the fullback. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down to the 2. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Beavers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's why a lot of kids want to play for this coach, because they know that when they get into games, even if it's late, coach is going to let them go play ball. He
lobs one high down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Bulldozes his way through. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Run it with the fullback. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Handoff to the fullback. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 10 over Utah. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the move. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Soft spot in the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Jones to throw. Working that left side now. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Here's a throw downfield late. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin them deep. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards.
The return is tackled down at
field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll start this drive going to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Let's see what they do on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Jones wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Green. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And as he throws, he can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will come out first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers.
Oh, he's got some space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is
strong. Pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dumb.
Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Tight end now in motion. On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So Oregon's offense will have its first possession of the game. And, David, they've got a receiver that, if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become?
There he goes! Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Barely 2 minutes into the game, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. He'll do it himself. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. He's got it on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the 1st down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. Really good vision there. Just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive light.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Here's the handoff. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wilson to pass. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past it.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
safe to say this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get him.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Ducks will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Great place to start for this offense. Wilson will throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Gives it to the back on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's
turning it on. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll pull it on the read. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Complete to the right. Gets away from one. He's got space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not a on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Absolutely perfect. The lead is down to a field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Wilson to pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab down the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Buffaloes are marching down the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wilson will throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier second. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Scott. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, and that's a missed opportunity for the offense. You get the matchup you want. You take the shot. The play's there to be made for a touchdown. And he drops it.
He's going for a big play downfield. Got it inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's coming out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the ground with the back. Running to Green. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wilson to pass. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it, so the windows are not going to...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And he holds it in at the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. After getting nothing on the last play. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Hawaii. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wilson will throw. Nice grab in traffic. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, what a game this guy's been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Trying to slam it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Ducks want to move quickly. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Now, this defense, you can tell, they were aggressive and attacking.
Ducks going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take the knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. A rather unproductive series last time. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wilson to pass. Bringing the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to escape and get it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
At the 35, he's open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
At the 26. First down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Rides the back and leaves it. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. To mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Oregon! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The give out of the gun. Look out, he's got room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Wilson will throw. They're working that left side. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Second down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something.
Turning on the Jets. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the 1st down.
2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. On the ground. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's McIntosh. Pucks it out of the air. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team, offensively, defensively, running.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's McIntosh. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Here's the return. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA.